Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and the jungle survival. Today we're going to look at a Kubey knife, and this is a really pretty scimitar liner lock, and I'm going to discuss if this will be suitable for urban EDC. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. So first up, thank you very much to Kubey Knife for sending this to me for review. And I was looking at this knife, and what made it stand out to me was the unique design. It is a scimitar blade style, which you'll see in just a bit, and I've got nothing like that. So I asked them for this G10 white handle one, which we have over here. So let's open it up now. Let's have a look at the box first. Okay, very simple box, just a cardboard box. Kubey is a China brand, and I've talked about China brands and their rise in their quality over the years in a separate video. Now, I am not for any one country in particular. I look at these objectively and look at the fit and finish, the blade steel and the quality of the knives, and objectively China knives in the recent years have really upped the game, and I would say that Kubey knife is one of them. Now, of course, like all countries, there are Chinese knives which are junk. That is true for any country. But when it comes to good knives, I would say they currently make one of the better production knives at this budget range. And this is one of them. So this is the Kubey Scimitar Liner Lock. It's got a 3.46 inch blade, so it is pretty big, but look at that unique shape, just in the way it curves, just like that. And then I think the white really fits this well. I'll just let you have a look at the knife overall. So my first thoughts when I felt the knife was really nice, solid fit and finish. There are liners which are pretty thick, as you can see, but that gives a really nice solid feel for this knife. Now, when it comes to larger knives like this, right, about 3.5 inch blade, I do prefer knives which have more heft to it, and I feel a solid fit. I generally do not like the knives without liners at this size, because then it feels just too light, and I feel that the handle just doesn't feel as secure for such a big knife. And with a knife like that, if you're going to use it for any kind of work or cutting task, you want that secure fit. But there you have it, Kubey, kind of the insignia there, and it is a liner lock, as you can see. So let's talk about some specs first. So the model number is KU173C, the blade length is 3.46 inches, the handle length is 4.97 inches, and the overall length is 8.43 inches. The weight of this knife is 4.59 ounces, or about 130 grams. Now, the blade style is this scimitar blade design, this very distinctive curve going up with that point. The blade width is 1.1 inches, blade thickness is 0.14 inches, or 3.5 millimeters. Now, the blade steel is OS 10, which has a blade hardness of 59 to 61 HRC. So this is a trailing point blade, as they described it. It's got a flat grind and is bead blasted. So let's talk about the blade steel, OS 10. So OS 10 is a decent steel. I think it's closely compared to VG10, but it's slightly more inexpensive and it's a bit tougher. It also can be compared to 440C, but it's also a bit tougher than that. So it's actually a decent steel. You might, I guess, call it a budget steel, but it is actually a decent steel. I guess you would call it a budget steel if you compare it to super steels. And cold steel makes a lot of the knives in OS 10 as well. The handle material is G10 in white, nice chamfering and a bit of design element over here to give it some texture. There's a backspacer in black G10 as well. The liners are stainless steel, skeletonized to reduce weight. There's a deep carry pocket clip. This is a tip-up carry. Now, they say in the product information this is ambidextrous left and right carry, but I see two holes over here, but only one hole over here. So I'm not sure what that's about for the left and right carry. The rest of the hardware is stainless steel, liner lock, good lockup, as you can see. Blade centering very on point as well. Pivot system is cage ceramic ball bearings, so very nice deployment. overall feels really nice. So overall, I would say, it's a great quality knife regardless where it's from. But when I think of good quality but reasonably priced Chinese brands, I think of Civivi, CJRB, QSP, to name a few. And this is my first experience with Kubey knife, but I would say that if this is representative of the general knives, I would say definitely it's a brand to look at if you want to look at other knife designs, because they have a whole bunch of different designs, both for folding knives and fixed blades. Now this particular one is a scimitar, as mentioned, a very unique design. It's a bigger knife. Now if you follow my channel, you know generally if I do EDC, I carry smaller knives, 3 inches. I think that's just more comfortable with the countries that I'm in terms of an everyday carry and what I'm comfortable having on me, and not carrying what I would consider, or what other people might consider, a murder-death weapon. Having said this, I think this is a really pretty knife, and it's definitely a valued part of my collection. It adds diversity and it adds uniqueness to my collection. In fact, I have this in my EDC display case at the entrance of my home. So that's how much I value it as part of the collection and how it looks like. And if you're looking for such a style blade, whether it's for EDC or just your collection, I think I would definitely recommend this. Now the price is also, I think, very reasonable. The MSRP is $60 US. However, I have seen the price currently dropped at $48 US. Now you can follow my link in the description below to purchase this knife. I've also got a coupon code specifically for this knife at 40% off the selling price, so you can take advantage of that. And if you follow my link to buy any other knife, that is also a way to support the channel, as I'm an affiliate for Kubey Knife as well. Oh, I should mention that the blade is really sharp out of the box. Let me just show you a bit of a paper cut there. It just slices through effortlessly, and you can actually feel absolutely like cutting through butter of a hot knife. You don't feel any resistance at all, so I was really impressed with that. Well, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on this really nice scimitar style blade from Kubey. Now, do you own it, or would you buy something like this? And would you EDC a scimitar blade, or do you think it's a bit too murder-death weapon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep it folded, keep it safe.